With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 36, Vick. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. They run the counter. It's Jackson. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen charging hard for that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Flush. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Fielded just inside the 20.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we'll put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
And Vick's throw there, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Forced out to his left and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On first down, it's Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, watch that, watch that. What's that? 19. 54.
To the air yet again, Watson. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Watson now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Watson looks to throw again. On the move to his left. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Here we go on fourth. Watson escaping the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Michael Vick, he's going to go. And touchdown. Michael Vick. 60 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown of the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. He's perfect.
Here's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Bosa. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After one, it's 9-0. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run.
And now did he step out of the end zone? Yes, he did. The referee says he stepped out, and that is going to be a safety. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a 1st down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Chris Johnson, nobody in front of him. Touchdown, Titans. Chris Johnson, 69 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Dallas Clark taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
That's it, baby. We go play.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They just get the play off. Now Vick out to his left. Caught by Jones. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Vick being chased out left. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 3rd down, here's Bo. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Here's Michael Vick. Steps away to his left. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Play action now. Vick buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
They'll take over.
Let's go,
First
baby.
down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Dancing to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Throwing again. Vick, flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Down, he's coming.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. He finds his man Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson flushed out right. He's got his man. That's Hardman.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. faking the give. Now Watson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Past the 20. Touchdown! Sammy Watkins, 56 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he...
And he will score! Touchdown, Titans! Calvin Johnson, 75 yards. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Vick will look to throw on 1st down. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Vick being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, Disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On play action, Vic. Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Completes it to Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On first and 10, Watson, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So
and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this will be a touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score. Visitors 32. Titans 28. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. On third down, Watson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Six the outlaw. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, it's Jackson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And it's 3rd down.
begin with Jackson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Watson now to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at the 3.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
27-yard line.
Here's Vic. Steps away to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Mike, check 33. 33.
He don't know no better. Hey, check Mike.
Vic to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. Now Michael Vick. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EASports_MUT. With that, we sign off from Nashville.